Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 30th, day 12 of my intermittent fasting. This morning I weighed in at 173.4. Again, I'm kind of like on and off, on and off, on and off, trying to find what my scale. I found that if I position my feet differently, so I'm trying to do everything the same so I get a consistent report. I know that the scales were right before, and I've changed the batteries, but it's still irritating. So I measured my waist. I'm at 42 inches. Not good. I think anything over 36 is very unhealthy for a woman. And 36 is not really small. But anyway, so I got at least 6 inches. There's a lot of bloat. There's a lot of internal fat. I still can't lay on my left side. That kind of tells me that. I slept for 8.5 hours. Wow. That's amazing. I don't recall, if I woke up during the night, I went right back to sleep. Went to bed early. I was in bed by 8:30, and I put my audiobook for 30 minutes on the sleep timer. And then my husband came, and he went ahead and came to bed early too, because we're both waking up early. So we definitely need to get to bed earlier so we can compensate for that. And yesterday I had 7 hours of healing, so 17 hours of no calories intake, nothing for my digestive tract to work on. And for the bowel movement report, I've had two. I had one at 7 o'clock last night before going to bed, and made sure I was like making sure I'm emptying my bladder, because I didn't want to wake up again at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then again this morning. Both times were not, I know I'm getting a little too detailed, but I think it's important to track these things, because we're tracking our calories, but if we're not keeping track of what's coming back out, what's making it out, that there's something in between that's going on with the digestive system. I'm definitely going to start doing probiotics today. And maybe I'll get some, I got some yogurt too. I think I'm going to do some yogurt and honey. But the bowel movement, it just didn't feel like I was done, but I still felt some pressure that shouldn't be there. I mean, once you start having proper bowel movements and you know what it's supposed to feel like, you know when it's not working right. And a lot of us have been living with it not working right, saying this is normal when it's not normal and it's not healthy. So this is why, I know it's gross, but please, it's a body function, and grow up. Yeah, still laugh if someone farts, but you got to be pooping properly if you want proper health. So I broke my fast early yesterday because Monday's my husband's fasting day, and I wanted to cook him a nice lunch and join him for lunch. So I broke my fast at noon instead of 2. That's why I have the 7 hours instead of 9 hours of healing, which is fine. I fixed a gluten-free ramen soup with seafood and seaweed and oxtail, and he was just like, he was a very happy man. He was a very happy man. I waited till 1:30 to have my coconut oil, which is a little early, but I did not have my supplements till 2, because I want to make sure that my supplement times are consistent so that everything else can work too. Then I had, I needed to rack a bunch of the wine. I'd been putting that off because I knew I needed to taste sample, not just take their specific gravities and stuff. I needed to taste it and make sure that, okay, how's this going? Did this turn to vinegar? So I racked the corn cob wine that I made, what I'm calling Red Dragon. It's raspberry and dragon fruit juices that I did, and then cranberry from cranberry sauce. I had a whole bunch of cranberry sauce. Like, I'm never going to eat this because we're just not doing it. So I went ahead and made wine with the cranberry sauce. And then I had 6 of those coconut rolls. And then I was busy for 2 hours. I was just, I had a lot of stuff going on, cleaning, especially cleaning all the stuff from when you empty a wine carboy or jug. And all the equipment that goes with that. I was washing that, doing a lot of things in the kitchen. I was also reorganizing and pulling. I had my supplements all over the place. It's in like 3 different rooms. It's like I want it all in one place, and the stuff that I dole out can be in a different place that's ready for me to use because it's easier to access. So I did that, and along with some other things. I'm still working doing some things in the bathroom and in the kitchen, trying to get things decluttered. So I and for dinner, 6 o'clock, I had the pumpkin soup from the day before, and I reheated it and put some Parmesan to it this time instead of mascarpone, and I like that even better than the mascarpone. And then I had some prunes. And maybe that helped me go at 7. And then at 6:45 is when I had my night supplements. So that's the update for day 12. I'm trying to write everything down so I remember what's what. And this is on the back of so not being wasteful, and this is helping a lot. I'm coming up with ideas, and I use index cards. I'll show you my brain in another video, what I call my hard drive. But that's it. I'm feeling good. I mean, obviously still going on. I'm still no makeup today. I tried this different thing with my hair, and it really flattened it out. I'm fine with that. I've got a big head. I don't need my hair to make my head look bigger. Koreans all have big heads. I'm not making that up. Most Koreans do have big heads. Physically big heads. We can almost bobble. So, uploaded 40 videos yesterday. A lot of information. I'm going to the auction tomorrow. I've got some really good deals, good finds again. So, the whole decluttering, but anyway, you'll see. It's really, I'm excited. I bought a zebra print trunk. That's not me. My daughter loves zebra print. So I sent her a text and showed her an image of the trunk and asking her, I got it for you, but if you don't want it, I'll find another home. So she wants it. So that may not show up in the video because I'll drop that off before I come home and make the video. So I'm excited. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling so much better. I'm still having to deal with this. But I'm not having coughing fits like I was having, just like, because the throat would just get dry and itchy, and I end up spasming and coughing, and that's very uncomfortable and tiring. You're exhausted after a coughing fit, and I am anyway. So something's improving, and I found some zinc lozenges, the powdery kind that leaves. I absolutely hate taking these because you're supposed to suck on them. You don't just swallow it. You have to. It looks almost like a sweet tart, like a big sweet tart. It's powdery. It's like that round, and it doesn't taste bad of itself. I mean, that is not bad, but it does something to your taste buds that for hours nothing tastes good. Everything tastes a little off. So with me fasting, I may go ahead and do that around noon. I'm not sure. I probably should have done it before going to bed last night at 7 o'clock. I may do that. But, oh my God, that stuff is bad. And going through all the supplements, there's a little, oh yeah, I forgot about that last year. So, all that's going on. There's a book giveaway. Please check out that video. That's a really, really good book if you've not read it before, The 5 Love Languages. I highly, highly recommend that. If you don't have a copy, get one from the library and check it out. And I think it's really, it may be something you want to buy, and maybe buy for other people too, because if you don't know what your love language is, you need to figure that out. And you certainly need to figure out the love language of the person you love, because you probably don't speak the same love language. So you're doing stuff. And I know some people who classically, they do this. Their love language is gifts, and they keep giving the person gifts. And the person really doesn't care about gifts. They may, need words of affirmation, or they need quality time, or they need acts of service, or they're a physical touch person. And the gifts don't mean as much to them. And they don't wear the gifts. They don't use the gifts. They may pass on the gifts. They may lose it because they didn't really treasure the gift, because that's not their love language, and they just didn't really occur to them. And I know someone who was like buying his girlfriend jewelry, and she wasn't wearing it. She didn't wear the necklaces. She didn't wear the bracelets. She didn't wear the rings. And it's like, and I try to say, you know what? If I wore everything my husband gave to me all the time, I'd be worse than Mr. T. I mean, it's a lot. He doesn't expect me to be wearing it all the time. In fact, this is not the wedding ring. He bought me a beautiful diamond set, engagement set. And I was hurting myself and everybody with it, and I was scared I was going to lose the diamonds. And I didn't. On our 10th anniversary, we went and got silver bands. And then because of the stuff he did, the silver reacted a lot. When I was doing certain things, this will turn. When I'm pickling, I take it off. That doesn't make our marriage vows any less. The marriage vows were not predicated on the rings. So it's important to know someone's love language and understand where it's coming from. Trying to explain to other people, going, that's whacked. You can't expect other people to have that, unless that's their love language too. And it's rare. I speak about that in the video. It's rare that a couple has the same love languages. So you have to learn a different language if you want to show love to that person. So it's a really good book. Check out I go into more detail, believe it or not, in the book giveaway video. So check that out. Thanks for joining me.